Hi, this is Toni Harris Taylor with Network in Action Northeast Houston with another member moment. And today I'm here with my member, Melanie Curvey, and with
Hi.
U.S. Health Advisors. And she's a part of our Kingwood group. So welcome, Melanie.
Thank you.
Awesome. So tell us who you are and what you do.
Sure. So, like Tony said, my name is Melanie Curvey, and I work for U.S. Health Advisors. I sell healthcare insurance, but really, I help people. It's really difficult on a regular basis, pandemic aside, to make sure that have the appropriate healthcare coverage, and I help counsel people through that process. So, not only signing them up for new plans, but also looking at the plans that they currently have to make sure that they're fully covered.
And your business is essential. And I say that because I personally went through a serious health crisis with no insurance. So now, yeah. So I spent 10 days in a coma. Did you know that, Melanie?
I did not know that.
10 days in a coma 5 years ago, and my bills were $900,000.
Goodness. It just goes to show you like how important having insurance can be, though.
Absolutely. And so now I especially imploring everybody over 40, I was healthy, woke up with a stomach ache, and $900,000 later, 10 days in a coma. Yeah, so I didn't even see it coming, which is why it's so important for people to have their coverage. But you know what, Melanie, there's a lot of confusion in the marketplace around health coverage.
Sure.
So tell us what U.S. Health Advisors is versus Obamacare or any other plans out there.
Sure. So Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act, those are plans that you can get during open enrollment. And open enrollment starts in November and usually runs about 6 weeks, so into about the middle of December. Those plans are, I don't know what a good way to say this is. The plans are great. They cover everything from pregnancy to 10 days in a coma, to whatever you need. But the problem is that they only work in about a 6-county radius. If you make too much money, you don't get a subsidy, so they can be very expensive. And even though they cover quite a bit of things, they might not cover all of your medication. A lot of doctor's offices don't take them. And so it's a blessing because you can get insurance, but also it's not necessarily what everybody needs.
It's limited.
It's limited. Yeah. Outside of open enrollment, you really don't have a lot of options at all. You've got COBRA if you're laid off, which COBRA is basically just an extension of the insurance that you had at your company, but instead of your company subsidizing some of that, you're paying the entire premium. So say maybe you were paying $200 while you were employed. Now all of a sudden you're paying $1,500 with COBRA. There are short-term plans, which are just what they sound like. They're supposed to be for short-term, which means just a couple of months, hopefully to get you from one job to the next. But it's not great coverage. It doesn't cover pre-existing conditions. There's no prescription coverage. It's really not a great option for people. And then there's what I do, which is U.S. Health Advisors. We are the only product out on the market right now that will allow you to get PPO network coverage, and it's comprehensive medical insurance. So it will take care of your wellness visits. It gives you doctor's visits, just if you're sick or if you have an accident. Excuse me. It's got critical illness insurance built into it. It also has life insurance built into it, and you can get your dental vision. So it's really a great option for people. We've got several different types of plans that will meet your budget and your needs, and the plans are customizable. So if you tell me that you don't want life insurance, you've already got a life insurance policy, I can customize that for you.
Okay.
If you
Awesome.
tell me you only want to go to the doctor a couple of times a year, I can customize that for you, and that'll
Awesome.
affect the price.
So who's your target market?
Sure. So we do insurance, or I do insurance for families, small businesses, and individuals. And I'm looking for people who still want good insurance, who maybe don't have it through their company because their company is too small to offer it, or people who have a great policy at their company, but they also want to insure their family, and to do that is cost prohibitive through their company. And people who don't have insurance. Like, really, honestly, I'm just trying to help people. And everybody really needs health insurance. You don't think twice about getting car insurance, but people oftentimes question whether they need health insurance. And there's nothing more important than your health and your body.
Awesome. So, because if you don't have any health, you cannot have any wealth. Excellent.
Exactly.
So obviously she is very passionate about this health insurance, and I appreciate that. And I'm so glad to have you a part of our NIA family. So tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Sure. So you can email me at coverage with Curvey. Curvey is spelled Curvey at gmail.com. You can give me a call, 281-797-2971. You could reach out to Toni if you know Toni. I think she can put you in touch with me.
Yes.
I'm sure that my information will also be in the information of this video.
Absolutely.
So please reach out to me however you need to. I am here to help. Also, I am on LinkedIn, so Melanie Curvey. Yeah.
Awesome. So excellent. Well, I'm closing all of the interviews with this question. You know, I'm all about taking drastic steps. What drastic step would you recommend to our viewers today?
Sure. Asking for help. It doesn't seem drastic, but it is just picking up the phone and making that phone call. I am not going to give you the hard sell. I'm not going to pressure you into getting anything that you don't feel comfortable with. I'm going to give you your options and walk you through the process, and then hopefully we can find something that works for you. So I think that the drastic step is just picking up the phone and asking for help.
And that is sometimes very drastic because we try to figure it out on our own. The other thing I will say is do not make any assumptions that it's too expensive. They're not going to cover what we have. Just ask for help, right? So
yes, exactly.
Thank you so much, Melanie. And I want to say to everybody, don't go it alone and don't go without. It changed my life in a not so great way. Although I did get great health care with no insurance, it bankrupted.
Sure.
And I'm keeping it 100. So I wish I had not had to go through that process. My name is Toni Harris-Taylor, saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow. Bye.